and hanging out in Braveland here with, who do we have? Let me see. We have Philly, we have Two Tones, we have ET, and Lissa. Lissa, you're backing up. Why are you acting sus? Don't act sus. Okay.
Listen in the house.
All right. So in regards to sponsors, Two Tones, you're mentioning. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I'm at this point, considering that we're just a few days away. I'm not really interested in sponsors. I just want this to be a successful Ravencoin Global Awards. Um, yeah, that's the main goal right there. So I don't even like considering that we're down to the last few days. I don't want us to be stressing about getting sponsors. So that's kind of just push that in the back burner. If somebody happens to volunteer, say, hey, can I sponsor? Okay, sure, why not? But it's not something that I think we should waste our energy on because there's other things that we need to get done first. All right.
I agree with you that, there's the must-haves and the nice-to-haves,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a few of us that want to reach out for sponsorship. And let me explain what I mean for sponsorship. Uh, like my goal is to get enough money uh, for a press release.
Mm-hmm.
And, let me shoot for that. And if we fall short, then at least we pay for the minting of the awards.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. All right. Do you have anybody in mind?
Yeah, yeah, I got a bunch of people in mind, but it doesn't, uh, you know, uh, man plans, God laughs. So
Okay.
let's make the creator laugh, but let's put together a process and an opportunity so that somebody that so I'm going to get a metaphysical for a second. The only thing that's real is now and now and now and now, and the only thing that divides us is a decimal point. So right now, I guarantee you, I could reach out to somebody who could really use $10, and somebody else that needs 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a
Bro,
million, right?
gas is not cheap, man. I know exactly what
I'll
you're talking
send
about.
feet pics
Mm-hmm.
So
for a thousand.
it's just a decimal point.
Yeah.
And like literally, if you've got an advertising PR budget and alls we want you to pay for is the press release that, builds up because they're always looking for a reason to do a press release.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like, who knows how many people show up in Braveland for this event? However,
Yeah. Do we have
we
like an
won't be.
Have you guys like seen like talk chatter out there outside of like the group that's sort of building this? Like Two Tones, Philly, ET, Lissa. Have you guys heard anything? Like, is there people planning on attending this, or what's the feedback?
So
I
this is where I'm going with it. And Lissa, I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't want to mansplain right now. I love you, Lissa. But what I'm trying to say is that we can make short videos that will last a very long time of each of the awards being given.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about what happens now. It's not about what happens on the 29th. It's about how we over time build this up so that when we have the second Ravencoin Global Awards
Mm-hmm.
builds, like this is the start of something new. Like, I mean, how many years are we into this blockchain?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time that somebody, John, stepped up to do this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for hopping.
Yeah, so let's get it done. Like, have no fear.
All right. So aside
Do it.
from sponsors, let me continue on. Aside from sponsors, like I said, that's going to be placed on the back burner. Let's not focus too much on that. If it comes up, it's great, cool. All right. In regards to chatter, like I was mentioning, I just wanted to get you guys' feedback. If you guys like heard anything in regards to Ravencoin Global Awards, is there people that say, "Hey, what do you guys know about?" Like, is there any communications in regards to that?
None. But we're about to build it.
Okay.
for
Like literally. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lissa, go.
for me, yes, because I'm running the Ravenist auction, so I have people coming for auction.
I don't. Oh, are you talking about the auction after the awards?
Yeah, so the NFT thing
Mm-hmm.
after,
Yeah.
because I work for Ravenous, yeah, that I have people coming wanting to do artwork for that. So I'm kind of mentioning the global
Yeah.
awards
Oh,
before
so
that.
you're mentioning it. So I would consider you part of the circle. Outside of the circle of the group that knows what Ravencoin Global Awards is, are you hearing other people mention it to you?
Um, I would say artists have,
Artist. Okay.
because our post talks about the Ravencoin Global Awards and they're like, "What's that?" So I
Okay.
would say yes.
All right. That's good feedback.
All right, I'm,
All
I'm
right.
gonna I'm gonna throw this out.
Go ahead.
If all of us right now clicked on go to and we went to like the convention area, like the convention area is all the who's of everybody we know.
Mm-hmm.
What if, what if we set up a time prior to the awards and we gave the opportunity for people that are not in those spaces. And if they've ever come to Braveland and they walked around, they're like, oh, Humble Miner has a space. This guy's got a space. That girl's got a space. Like they think that they're all the spaces are filled up. Let's, for a temporary time, we can go back and reset.
Hey, sir.
Like whoever's there now, we can go back and reset it. Let's clear it out from now to then, and let's get a whole bunch of newbies in here, regardless of the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to the awards, let's allow other people, even if they have Tezos, even if they have ETH, let's give them a booth. Let's help them drive people here, because this whole Braveland is a giant Ravencoin commercial, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's free for anybody to use. Like, you know, we've got, I mean, I know you think the clock is ticking, but from my perspective, we've got 9 days. And that's an amazing amount of time.
Okay. I will be out of town for the next 3 days. Out of the
Yeah,
city.
I'm not
Yeah.
asking you to do anything. Like, let me put together a team to
Mhm.
do this.
Okay. Um, I just sent out a tweet right now to the group and war room. If anybody wants to see the live stream, it's tweeted on C3 Media live now. Ravencoin Global Awards Meetup in Braveland, so people can actually see it instead of jumping in or downloading the Braveland. They can just watch the stream. All right, continuing on. So let's see. Et, you said you were gonna host the Ravencoin Awards, correct, Erica?
Sorry, Travis literally decided to talk to me at the same exact time.
No worries.
Yes, I heard you asked if I was host. I agreed to host, yes.
Okay. All right. And Philly, you said your daughter was going to be available to host as well?
Yeah, she's really excited about doing it. I've got her in Costa Rica right now,
Yeah.
but she'll be back and she's
Okay.
really jazzed. So, ET, let's get you and my daughter talking, okay?
Okay.
I mean, you could probably send me to Costa Rica right now if you'd like.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
Just for you, though.
Oh, ET, you're in the Orlando area, aren't you? I'm not trying to dox you, but like
Absolutely.
yeah. You and I need to talk. I'm in South Florida.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
Oh, ET, I can't send you to Costa Rica, but if you, because you're in Orlando, uh, I can put you up for a few days in Sarasota on one of the keys over there in November for free.
You're joking.
Yeah, well, look, again, I'm crazy, but I don't lie.
Oh, how do I do this stuff? I'm trying to make, yeah, there
No,
we
no.
go.
So we're friends on Facebook, right?
Are we?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I forget. Facebook, there's too many now. I'm so all over the place.
Well, so I'm gonna send you the link to it. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yes, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna publish a link here. I already posted it in the group. That's the docs that Dowda put together, which he spent all night doing, which came out really great. And more or less what Et and your daughter, I forgot your daughter's name. I'm sorry. Let me double check that. That was Haley.
Haley.
Haley. So Haley. Okay. All right. Haley. Haley and Et are going to be on stage here, and pretty much everything's already written out. So I told Dada if you can please be kind enough to just put this whole thing together where it makes your guys' job easier as a host, because you guys are just reading pretty much from a script. So if you guys click on the link either from the group or here from the chat box, it'll open up the docs and you can see what we're talking about. So if you scroll down, literally in blue is a disclaimer. So the first person, you guys are going to rotate back and forth, right? You guys are going to be both on stage. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the first Ravencoin Global Awards. Yay, applaud. Or shoot, that's the wrong one. Which one's applaud? Nope. Nope, not that one, not the jump. There we go. Applaud. Yay. Okay. Cool. The reason I don't want to do it because somebody needs to be on the back end recording this whole thing. The idea was I was going to be on way back over here. Way over here. Recording the whole thing, streaming it, you know, capture the best of the best that I can from here. Can you guys speak real quick? I just want to make sure I can pick up the audio from here.
Hello, hello.
One.
Okay, yeah, good. All right. It works. Okay, perfect. So that works. That's why I didn't want to be host. Otherwise, you just get it from my point of view on stage. I really didn't want that. I wanted the people to see it from the audience's view.
I just pinned that Facebook post.
So on top of that,
Thank you.
on top of that, somebody needs to be up on these monitors to change the monitors. Now, Philly, you said that you're going to compile images of the nominees, correct, for each award.
Yeah. So if you go to rvnawards.com right now and you click on nominees,
RVN.
yeah,
Got it.
you'll
Okay.
see like hands. I can't thank Dow enough for wordsmithing.
He's great, isn't he? That's why I brought him along, man. He's great at that.
Like, fuck, I got work for that guy.
Yeah, same here. Well, that's the reason why I connected with them, because I wanted him to do some work for me for one of my NFTs that I've had over a year now, just been sitting in my wallet for the longest time, but I can't send it out because sending out an NFT without a proper description of what it is does it very little justice, and it deserves a very good storyline. And that dude, when you check out his NFTs, he writes very beautiful descriptions and storylines, and it just gives it life to the NFT. And I'm like, dude, that's what I need. I need that. That's the reason why I haven't pushed these out yet. You know. All right, so going back, I'm on the website. Where am I looking at? Nominees. There it is. 22 nominees on the top tab there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just pontificate for half a second. So thank you again for doing this. From my perspective, this is about bringing attention to the blockchain, and how we might do that is to find a sponsor that will pay upwards of $1,200 to do a press release that benefits them, and we get to ride along with it. And partially how we ride along with it is, believe it or not, like you do a shitty fucking press release for $1,200, and with that $1,200, you get to buy a spot on the Times Square jumbotron, and it's just there for a second, and they take a screen capture of it, and then we just pump the hell out of that image because we're up in Times Square, right? So I'll work on that. No promises, but let's shoot for the stars.
Okay.
So all that aside, the real challenge that we have is not only to build momentum between now and the 29th, but to get as much content that we can take bite-sized pieces and reuse for the next 305 plus 9 days, right? Until we do Raven Awards 2. So I don't think at this point, I mean, we should be so lucky to take a shot of all the seats here and have them be full,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because somebody's got to be first,
Yeah.
and you're it. So with that said, we can talk about marketing, but what I'd really like to talk about right now is how it's going to flow. So because I've
Well,
been tasked with reaching out to the winners. Okay, so we've got 20 winners,
correct.
and we're in a situation right now where I'm already being told that some of the 20 winners can't possibly host or MC because they can't be here that day. So what that means is we've got to get a 2-minute video capture from them, of them accepting the award. And then, of course, even people that are like, yeah, I'm going to be there, ride or die. I'm gonna be there that day. What we need to do is have them give us their speech, because if they have technical issues or something happens, we need somebody here ready to jump up and say, so and so wasn't able to be here tonight for the awards, but this is their message, and just read it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is where MCs, this is where the hosts come in.
You got that, AT?
Yes. Sorry.
All right, cool. All right, in regards to the default message we're sending out to the winners, I still haven't worked on that. Let's work on that after this meeting.
Yes.
What I wanted to do with ET, since I have her here now, was to just go over what we're going to talk about. So if you don't mind walking on stage over here with me, Erica. So I'm going to assume that Kaylee's going to see this video, or Haley's going to see this video. That's just my assumption. So I would be technically her. ET, you would be on that side, and you just start off with like, hello everybody, welcome to the Ravencoin Global Awards 2022, and then we all just plot. Cool. All right, welcome. And then that's when you have that link there to the Ravencoin Global Awards presentation docs. And you just literally read the disclaimer, right? Everyone, I do have a disclaimer. This event does not claim to be financial or comprehensive verdict. Now, I want to ask you guys, do you guys want to put the disclaimer in? We do not have to. It is nice to have there. That's why it's added there. So that's an optional thing. So I'll read the disclaimer if you guys don't have it open. This event does not claim to be financial comprehensive verdict, pushing any one Ravencoin project or personality forward over others, dependent or arbitrary variables, or trending popularity. It is intended to circulate honorable mentions of a wide cross-section of action on this particular blockchain in order to advance the entire community in the public eye. By lighting, reviewing, and rewarding key players as they surface through a fairly initiated electoral process. It is the first run of an awards ceremony based on public Twitter polls sponsored primarily by C3 Media. But as such, its scope can only reach so far. Several categories may be contested by other metrics. The electoral process is an imperfect model for providing a consensus view in some regards. In the spirit of sportsmanship and goodwill, therefore, all of the platforms and people mentioned are the real winners. This is primarily an effort to survey a decentralized ecosystem and begin to name emerging and successful efforts. And then once again, we'll head on over to the clap. Thank you. Thank you. And then Haley would be, okay, welcome to the first annual Ravencoin Global Awards ceremony, sponsored by C3 Media and many other Raven partners. Join us in Braveland Metaverse on October 29th. Well, I guess that would actually probably be before that then. Yeah. Never mind. We'll skip that. Or we'll edit that. Let's see. For a gathering to celebrate top performers and popular personalities across the chain. This is a fantastic opportunity to review the past year to date and learn about all of the interesting protocols emerging from Bitcoin 3.0, as Ravencoin has come to be known. In the wake of the Ethereum merge, Ravencoin is poised to maintain the proof of work model as a banner agent of a truly decentralized emerging global order. We continue to seek the phenomenal utility of Ravencoin growing and channeling into new projects, businesses, tokens, art series, platforms, and a variety of novel use cases each day, despite a bear market and fears of recession in the greater economy. If you are new to the scene, this is a perfect opportunity to come out and mingle, socialize, and enjoy an entertaining event. You will find that Ravencoin community is a welcoming, fun-loving, intelligent, and positive group of folks, and everyone loves a good award ceremony. We invite all to participate. So I guess this is what Dao was putting here. This is pretty much what we should be using to, I guess, as a default to send to everybody. That's pretty much the invitation there. That's what I would call it, an invitation. All right, the awards. So where are you at, ET? Okay. So ET, you would be saying the award. All right, so we're going to get ready for the award ceremony. Everyone please have a seat. Okay, the first award is going to be I'll do the first one. Best Data and Analytics Platform. The studying and analyzing the description of this award is the studying and analyzing multiple aspects of the Ravencoin blockchain simultaneously and over time. It is essential to grasping Raven's evolving presence in the market. As a unique bird, these nominees have demonstrated prowess on the front. And the nominees are RVN Dashboard, Ravencoin Asset Explorer, RVN Cryptoscope, and CoinGecko.
So the ET, the takeaway here is that you're not going to have teleprompters. However, you're going to have a script. And once again, the main purpose of this is to generate attention not only to the chain, but to the nominees. And all the others that hopefully that didn't even get nominated and didn't win, but think they should have, because the only thing real is now and now and now. However, like, we're looking forward to Raven Awards, 2099.
Right, lay out the foundation to what is looked for in that quality to, be on there next year type thing. I think.
Yes, set a precedence for the future.
Exactly. And
I love you
I'm
too,
assuming, I'm assuming like we can like go back and forth, her and I, so that way it's like.
That's the idea. That's why I wanted to.
Be you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to host, so you guys go back and forth.
Sweet.
You got this. I don't even know why you're nervous.
I'm not nervous. I was I was like, oh no, as long as no one asks me questions.
No,
like,
you're
then I'm fine.
literally reading the script, and I'm assuming you have the document open, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put me on a stage and give me a script, and I'm totally good to go.
Yeah.
That's the least nervous you'll see me.
So do the second one, and you see who the winner is, right? So there you go. I'll let you do the second one. Go ahead.
All right. I haven't read it yet, so just bear with me.
Yeah, no worries.
Reading. Best merchandise.
Go play with it a little bit. All right, Raven Knights, get ready for the next award, which is going to be the Best Merchandise
really
Award.
Get into it. All right, you want to see what I'm working with?
Work with it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, be you. Like we got 9 days. Get so comfortable with this.
I wish you could see my face. I have to smack my face and do the whole
All right.
So the great thing is we're only going to see your avatar and hear your presence come through with your voice. So here's the cool thing, okay? Like, let's call bullshit on the metaverse, right? Because the metaverse is less than 3D, and maybe, just maybe, we're multi-dimensional creatures experiencing a 3-dimensional reality that we call in real life, and now we've subjugated ourselves to being in a metaverse. But your voice, your incantation of the way that your voice works will resonate.
Yeah, I say, if you can't play with it, at least smile while you're speaking. That projects a lot of energy.
So you want me to mind fuck these guys? Like, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Every guy wants to be mind fucked.
I'll sell the shit out there. This shit's about to be merchandise.
Handle it. All right, Serb. Hold on, Serb. Have a seat, Serb. All right.
Sir, you need to
you're about to
calm
get
down.
you're about to get mind blown, all right? You let us
This
know
is not
let
a
us know how
rave,
it is.
okay?
All right, go ahead.
But we
All
can
right.
have the rave afterwards.
Right. We'll mosh pit later, sir. You need to just keep your panties on. All right.
My missus is
Speaking of panties, who has the best merchandise out there, Rave Knights? Everyone needs a little merch, don't you think? I like that. In this category, we scan through the t-shirts, stickers, hats, bling, 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 Raven brands, all that Raven stuff. Everyone wants to own it. Despite no official or authorized marketing team due to the decentralized nature of its founding, similar to Bitcoin, Ravencoin inspires strong commitment and allegiance. Sorry, totally couldn't read that word for a second. And so everybody wants to don the Raven. And anyone who can create products can sell them. And this is the best of the best this year. We have
Yes.
Ravencoin assets, Moonshot merch, and Redbubble.
Okay, so like, can I throw you some props? So like earlier today, before you
I lost it
stepped
again.
up, like earlier today before you stepped up, in our Twitter chat room, I could feel the fear that we weren't going to have hosts. And I have no doubt that anybody that is here now or is going to listen and watch this video has any doubt in you.
Oh, thank you. I mean, if I read it first too, that usually helps. Because then I'm not like,
You got
man,
9
this word
days.
has more than 7 letters.
You got 9 days to like own it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
technically you're only doing 10 of them. Unless Haley, for whatever reason, one thing or another, is not able to make it, then you're doing all 20.
No, no,
No,
like
I'll back you up on it.
so that's a really good a good analogy. So earlier tonight, I was like, well, what happens if we have technical difficulties? So maybe, just maybe, ET, you and Haley get together and you actually pre-record each of these things. And you pick, like, who's going to do this 10, who's going to do that 10. You pre-record them. And on the night of the event, you do it live. But if all of a sudden there's some technical difficulties, we just go to the recording.
No,
Right.
no, no.
Travis,
I would like to do that just in person or in Braveland. I don't want to see a recording of that. That sounds too. No.
I'll be on the fly. I can definitely, I literally did like plays and stuff. So I'm
Awesome.
all about, yeah,
So now,
improv, all
so
that.
now you see all that. Now you know how the dock works, how you guys can swap back and forth, and all. Then I'll just be like, good job, ET. All right. So everyone, you get ready for the next award. But before we do, I just want to plug in our sponsor, which is the awesome and best of the best, direct from Philly. Thank you. All right. Now let's go ahead and get started with our next award. All right. All right. Hold on to your
All right, so
horses.
John, in,
Yep.
in all seriousness, like, are you going to be the Chris Rock of this?
No, no. I'm gonna be in the back where who's back there? Who's that? Can't see who that
Whoa, you
is.
just came at me fast, man.
I'm gonna be
It's
back.
me, Two Tones.
Oh, Two Tones. So I'm gonna be back here where Two Tones is at, and I'm gonna be recording the whole thing. And if I can, I'll be managing one of the monitors, possibly two, and swapping the images on there. And that's
Okay, so let me repeat this back to you. So like imagine if we were, all sitting together in the same room laughing at the Golden Globes or the Academy Awards,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Like there's the main host that's supposed to be the funny guy, which we're still looking for, right? And then the presenters come up.
yeah,
So what we're saying is that we've got 20 awards, and because it's the first Raven Awards, we've only got 2 presenters for all 20, and they switch back and forth 10 each, right?
correct.
Well, is there going to be a person that like brings them up?
Have
Like
not
because
found that.
We haven't found it yet, but are you willing to be the default?
Am I funny? I don't even know if I'm funny. I bring up the
Yeah,
energy, sure.
yeah, fuck yeah, you do.
You're funny. Billy's funny too.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm funny either. Like
All right. Yeah, that's not a
Want me
problem.
to
That's
do
not a
my
problem.
step routine?
if
Yeah.
I make you laugh, you're certifiably insane.
So I'm
I'm laughing.
sane.
No. Okay, let's just put that aside for now. All right, so ET. So what happens afterwards? After you announce the winner is going to be sitting, hopefully in the crowd, right? Hopefully front row, and then they're going to come up. You're going to step aside by the chairs, right?
So with that said, like I'm telling you right now, because I'm the guy that's got to reach out to the nominees and the winners,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way in hell that all 20 winners are showing up
Yeah.
and not having technical difficulty.
Yeah.
So when I reach out to them, and we'll talk about this
So
offline, what we're gonna do.
Yes.
I need that 2 minutes or less.
Yeah. So that I
Step
agree
and
with.
support.
I'm okay with that being recorded if they're not able to make it. That's understandable. But having the host recording the nominees, that doesn't sound pleasing at all.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That would totally suck. But maybe, just maybe, it's up to ET and Haley. If they want to do it, they do it, and we have it for backup. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If you want me to, I can also just like practice it through as just myself a bunch more times than even the together stuff, because the together stuff's
Well,
more.
the idea what we concluded. Sorry for cutting you off. What we concluded early on, right away, was that we don't want to burn out the host. You're going through 20 awards, and we don't want to lose that energy. So if you guys can bounce back and forth off of the two hosts, which now we've selected the two hosts, was to bounce off of each other with that different energy. So the next time you can be more pumped and just keep moving it forward, instead of just dragging it on one after another, which in the end you start to get more fatigued. At least that's what we're thinking.
Fair enough. But just know, no matter what, I will totally not let you down.
Sounds
Even
good.
if I had to go for a whole day.
All right. So
Gotcha.
continuing on, the winner is going to come on stage, all right, and you're going to ask them to come on stage. Mr. or Mrs. Winner, can you please come up to the stage? And they will be notified via DM with this default message that we're going to send. If you are a winner, and when you receive your reward, please come up to the stage and give a thank you speech, 1 to 2 minutes long, please. And
let's be clear about this. We already know who the winners are.
Yeah.
Like literally anybody that wants to stalk your Twitter feed knows who the winners are.
Yeah.
But so like they'll be prepared to already be walking up, and if they can't be here, or if all of a sudden like they freeze in Braveland and we're like, oh, they're stuck in the aisle, then somebody will just on the big screen behind me press play.
Yeah, and
for
that's
their acceptance award.
And that's what I wanted to do from up there. That was going to be my job, being up on the second row, was to be changing the monitors there, making sure that things are plugged in, and recording this whole event at the same time. Now it's been known.
Okay, so circle back. Like I believe it's all going to work out perfectly. I believe that. But if it doesn't, like earlier I said, man plans, God laughs. So could I get a commitment from you, John, that if everything falls apart, that one of you or I will fill in?
Of course, that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. I know, and
I know, too, brother.
I know. Lissa. Oh, she already took off. Where's she at? Where'd she go?
No, I'm in the back.
Oh, she's in the back. Okay. Well, she said that also if we needed her as a last resort, she would be willing to step up to the plate as well. Which I
could suck Travis in too. Think of that.
And what? And Travis as well?
I could suck Travis into it. He'd be right next to me.
Nice.
Although that'd be weird because we would be like a trans person because we are he and she in one body.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that offline.
Okay. So, anyways, they come up to the stage, obviously give them their space, step off to the stairs. Whoever's gonna be on stage, I don't know who else is gonna be on stage. I don't know if so. Yeah, just like more or less, come sit down at the chairs, right here where I'm at, or either side. Do you see me, Et? Hello, hello. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. Just yep. Sit. Up. Up. There you go. Yay! Yeah. So when they're done, you just jump back on the mic. Cool. Oh, and make sure when they're speaking, everybody should be muted. We will be muting the audience. We do have stage control up here. As you can see, there's stage control. We can mute, click to mute audience, so no one's speaking out there. And yeah, once they're done speaking, you can unmute and just jump back on stage. Thank you for your time. All right. And that's when our jester was supposed to jump in and crack jokes. But we're still working on that. It's supposed to be a breaker in between the awards. Somebody's supposed to come up and say something funny, something just to get the audience pumped up for the next awards, and that's when you come back in.
We need our Chris Rock.
Yeah.
We're like so we need a comedian that's willing to get slapped in the face.
Yeah. Yep. Do you guys know any comedians? Huh?
Yeah, you.
I'm not a comedian.
I'm starting to regret my choice of jobs. I think I'd rather be Chris Rock.
All right. So that's that. Okay, so the next thing that we need to work on is, let's go back to Twitter. Oh, it should have been, give me a second here. I need to switch over the screen here. So people can see what's going on.
Let me just, people are going to be listening and watching the video here. So let's just reiterate. We've got our hosts.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our default MCs, which is at worst case scenario, me and you giving each other shit on stage, right? And we'll have a script for the hosts. And there's 20 categories. There's an amazing number of nominees, and there's at least 20 winners. And some of those winners will be here live, but even if they're not, they will have pre-recorded their acceptance speech. And worst case scenario, if they didn't have the technical ability to record it and give it to us, they at least gave us, the script for what they would want to say. And somebody would say, and so can't be here to accept this tonight, but here's, I'm going to tell you what they wanted to say. And we will present the what they want to say in the rhythm that we believe that they want those words to be presented. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it. There is something that I want to mention.
We have a process. Go ahead.
There is something I want to mention before everything opens up, before you start taking over, ET. I think I'm going to come on stage before you guys and just welcome everybody to the Ravencoin Global Awards. And if you would like to be part of the Ravencoin Torch, please put your Ravencoin Asset Aware address in the chat box. Okay. Once again, if you would like to participate in the Ravencoin Torch live here in Ravencoin Global Awards, please put your Ravencoin Asset Aware address in the chat box.
Yeah, this is a C3 Media event because C3 Media, Blockchain John, was the first guy since the launch of Ravencoin to step up and do this. And what I'm hearing you say is that like 99.9% of Ravenites right now have no idea what the fucking torch is, but you do. And you have grabbed that torch. Like, not for nothing, but like you had to really track down the person that last held the torch, right?
Yeah.
Like that was work.
Yeah. Could there potentially be something else to put the asset aware addresses instead of the chat? Because I could foresee the chat filling up with other people typing stuff.
Yeah, that's okay though. That's the only thing we have.
So what I'm gonna throw out there right now is like unfortunately Sonny couldn't be here to be a host, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's WAGME, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the like I love WAGME. You know, I'm not trying to pontificate, and I'm not trying to like push any one particular website or the rest of that stuff. But what I'm saying is that the great thing about WAGME is they're building community, and one of the parts that they're doing with community is that they're uh, encouraging people to give an asset aware address. So we could decide whether or not somebody's got to be present or they just need to be on WAGME to have a chance at winning one of the airdrops.
Well, I wasn't even thinking out of here. Like, if you're participating, that's one of the incentives of participating. You're live. You're part of this event. You're part of the Ravencoin community. Doing all of this. That's what it's about. And I think they're the ones that deserve it. Anybody that's not participating, unfortunately, won't be able to receive those rewards. Yes, it will be.
I hear you loud and clear. I'm sorry to cut everybody off. So what I'm going to throw out there is, so let's define participation, because let's acknowledge that there's probably a lot of people that would love to be here,
Mm-hmm.
but on that particular day, based in this time of the year, a lot of family shit comes up when you start getting to the
I know.
last
That's
months,
why I
right?
wanted to do it now. That's what I told you. I want to do this before the holidays, and close to Ravencoin's white paper.
So what if, in order to get on the list of people that could potentially be in the airdrop, you either needed to be present here or like retweet the fuck out of all this shit?
I'm still gonna say no. What about you guys? What's your guys' feedback? Okay, so I'm gonna say no on that. One, because the Ravencoin torch, once it's out in the community. There's no getting that back. And
Well, let me be clear.
Okay.
Let me be clear. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Yeah, like you're talking about torch, I'm talking about airdrop of
Okay.
NFTs and the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I back you up. Like
So you're talking
I can't
about.
back you
So
up
you're
enough on
talking
the
about
torch.
bricks dolphins, correct?
Well, yeah. Currently, there are prize bags that have yet to be created, and the only thing in a prize bag is one of bricks. Like, how fucking lucky are you going to be to get a dolphin token? Like,
Yep.
right?
So what we can do is literally just put spin the wheel on the monitor and put everyone's name in there. That's gonna be a lot of names though.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a lot of names. It's only going to be the names of the people that are currently in Braveland at the time of this, and people who have retweeted the fuck out of this event.
Okay, how do we keep track of that?
If I have to do it, I'll do it. But
You can track the retweets.
yeah, we can all do it. I mean, I could write a script. I, there are guys in this community that are far better programmers than I am.
I'm just with the torch thing and posting your asset aware address in the chat, right? How is the person gonna know who hasn't got the torch yet, right? Who would be the next one?
Well,
So thank you. So to be clear, the torch and the drops are two separate things.
So
Not for nothing, we're trying to motivate people to either retweet or show the fuck up.
So the torch, as it played out last year, and that's how it's always been since the first torch came out, which wasn't by me. I found the torch, just randomly digging through assets, and I found this old idea. I was like, huh. There was technically there is no image on the first one. The second one that I made last year, I did make a really cool image and posted that out as a asset, and people loved it. But unfortunately, it died after about 33 swaps. So that was just trust based, and that's
so
I'm
gonna
game.
ask. I'm
Philly,
gonna ask a binary question.
You gotta stop cutting me off. All right, what was I saying?
Heard.
So the way the torch goes is you once you have the million, you keep one, you pass every single one of those assets to another wallet. And it's always been a trust based game since the first one, the second one, and this third one's going to be a trust based game. That's the way it's always been. So it's if somebody's trying to cheat it, and the thing is, there's nothing when you have all of those assets. What some people did was they actually kept 30 of them and just passed the rest of them on. But that's not how it's supposed to be played, right? It's a trust based game, and that's you're supposed to keep one past the rest. But that's you know what I'm saying, Two Tones? If somebody's still trying to put their address on there and someone happens to get a duplicate off of there, okay, whatever. The whole idea is try to get to as many people as we can. And the idea is for it to circulate around the world, have the torch go around the Ravencoin community.
Right. I was just trying to think of a way to like have the list somewhere that you could go and put your address on. Like I know at the beginning of the convention hall there was like an area. I don't know if there's something like that here where someone could add to like a ledger or whatever.
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. To circle back, I'm nominating that WAGME be that ledger, not for the torch, but for the grab bag.
It's a good idea. Another idea,
and not for nothing. Like I've got the Y Ravencoin community, and I'm not trying to be WAGME. But I would be infinitely honored if Y Ravencoin community could be like where people like stepped up to be a torch holder.
Yeah. But the idea is to obviously pass it to one person to another. Yeah. Once again, once it's minted, I kind of want it the assets. Well, I guess I can't technically do that. I guess I have to be the starting point and then pass it on forward from there. The idea was to pass it to somebody before I even get started because I want to try to take as much of that off of me, not to get sidetracked from what my main goal is to try to record the best moments and the best video that I can. That's what I ultimately want to do for this event. So if I come on stage, I feel that having a first-person view on stage is not really grasping the actual event because now I'm facing the audience. I'm not seeing what's really going on stage. That's why I really don't want to host it. I want to be way in the back recording it from this perspective, or up there on the second row, second level.
So can I repeat what I heard you say?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So you understand, like, not just the honor, but like the meaning of being a torchbearer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's really what we're talking about. Like, Ravencoin was, where most people think that Ravencoin was launched in 2018, but the white paper was launched a little bit earlier, right?
Yep.
And that's what, right?
October 31st, 2017.
Yeah, and that's why we're having this event, right? So there's, like, if you're in the know, then you know. And gonna bear the torch, that comes with liability.
Mm-hmm. So Two Tones had a really good idea. What if we make a ledger here? I don't know if there's a ledger that we can put here somewhere.
There might
almost
just
like
be
a
an immutable
sign-in
blockchain.
sheet, right?
What was that?
There might just be an immutable ledger. That is the ledger. But what we're saying is, so there's two different things. There's grab bag people that just want fucking free NFTs, and I'm not, like, with all honor to those people, like, yeah, show up, win an award, and I think they should register on WAGME, and I'd be more than honored to create, like, I could right now on rvnawards.com, we could set up a torchbearer. And you could be the first.
Yeah. So in regards to the giveaways, I kind of want to stay away from that because I feel like that's taken away from the actual next event that's occurring right after the awards, which is Ravenous' NFT auction. They're also going to do giveaways. So I don't want to be doing it here too much. I want to focus, yes, let's do a grab bag or a drop bag. Let's do a handful of those, like 5 of them. And then we're doing the 10 giveaways to winners. The dolphins, 10 dolphins and like 5 bags, or 10 and 10. Yeah, I guess we can do 10 and 10. That's 20, and then after that, like, no more. But now the question is, with you guys here, how do we go about doing that? How do we make the decision of who to give the awards to, or give the yeah, I guess the award to, the NFTs to?
Great question. So in a previous recorded video that we had, there was an online thing where you could basically spin the wheel, right?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
What I'm suggesting is that the people that are on the wheel either have to be present here. So you don't have to do anything special. You just have to show up. Or even if you don't show up, you have at least retweeted something about this event, and I will be the guy that takes all the heat. And if you at least retweet once, you got one chance of being on the wheel. The more Twitter posts that you retweet, the more chance. Like it's like, you know, going to the convenience store and buying a dollar lottery ticket. Like I'll be the guy that gets all the heat for somebody that's like, oh no, you know, I retweeted that stuff 100 times, and you know, I didn't win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I'll take all the heat for that.
Well, I mean, that's the randomness of a lottery. That's just the way the game's played. I like the idea. I would like to add to that. What about creating a blank canvas doc, like we have here for the Ravencoin Global Awards, the way it's written out, but just have a blank canvas. Please write your name and your address on there, along with the tweet associated with it.
But yeah.
So then
that's easy. We could do it.
So then I can easily just copy those names because they're going to be listed directly down. Copy those and then paste them into the will, because you got to type the names out one by one. Or if they're doing it themselves, I can copy all 50 or 100 names. Just literally just copy all, boom, and then paste it in the wheel and spin the wheel. Boom. That's so much easier because they're doing all the due diligence. You know, we don't have to do all the hard work. Every single one of those persons is doing it themselves. They're putting their name in the doc. They are tweeting it, and they're putting their address in the doc, and they're providing the link in the doc of them tweeting.
Can I repeat that back to you?
Go ahead.
So there is a document, maybe like a Google Doc, which is like a spreadsheet, and every time somebody does one of two things, they either show up here, and we will fill that in based on people that show up because we can see that in Braveland, or they retweet or do whatever. And if they're going to retweet, they then jump over to the Google Doc and they register what they've done. And now, you know, imagine if we had a Google Doc with 1,000 rows of people that promoted this thing. Then that's really easy to do a random number generator and just like we don't even need to spin the wheel. I mean, we could build something that, you know, to give the illusion of a wheel spinning, but at the end of the day, it's a random number generator. And if there are 1,000 rows in that Google Doc of people that have promoted this event, then one of those people, or 10, like if we say that there are 10 grab bags, then we run it 10 times. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think there definitely needs to be something to incentivize actually showing up, be able to get. Maybe that's just the torch then, right? The grab bags is doing the promoting and retweeting and getting on that ledger to qualify for, but then to be a part of the torch, you have to be here at the event.
Yeah, I'm going to double down that, like, to be a torch bearer, is a much higher level. And so, like if you go back and rewatch this video, I'm either going to sound like a complete idiot, or what I'm trying to present to Ravenites is that some people are willing to show up for free shit, and some
Oh, for sure,
people
absolutely.
and some people will actually understand what it means to be a torchbearer.
Here, I'm gonna post this link here. Check this out. Um, what is that, Serb? Serb said, new people testing with free stuff too. Good idea. Okay. Yep. All right. So I made a doc. Just quickly look at that and tell me what you think. And the reason I'm doing it like this, the idea behind this is that what I can already have the lottery preset with numbers 1 to 50 or 1 to 100. So all I have to do is load up the link to the wheel, and then whatever the wheel spins, boom, it lands on that number. We know who that number is because it's right there, number 1, and we just copy their asset aware address, copy that.
So when that wheel spins, are they getting a grab bag or the torch?
The torch, no, the grab bag. The grab bag. Once has it, it's their responsibility to either let it die in their hands and keep it forever, or to pass it, or to play the game of trust within the community, keep one and pass the remaining. That once it's out of my hands, there's nothing else about the Ravencoin torch. It's out of my hands.
All right. So to repeat that back to you, we're making a conscious decision right now that there's a difference between grab bag recipients and torch bearers.
Yes.
It's a binary question.
Yes.
Okay.
Torch bearers. That's literally going to be right at the beginning. I'm going to do an introduction. Welcome everybody. Welcome the host. Introduce the host, and then anybody that wants to participate, just go ahead and the first person that posts their Ravencoin address in the text box, I will send the Ravencoin torch, and then from there I'm done with it. I'm not even going to mention it again. Maybe if you guys still want to participate in the Ravencoin torch, post your link, your Ravencoin asset aware address and the box, and that's it. But that's out of our hands, like that's it. But what we still have possession of is the bags, and those, if you want to participate in those, that's when you have to do the promotion, like you were saying, Philly, which is push out those tweets.
So we've made a division. So there's rvnawards.com, and I'm gonna create a website that's called Torch Bearer.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I couldn't bring the torch.
RVN.
The torch is still in work.
Okay.
The guy from Fiverr, unfortunately, did not complete it on time, and it wasn't. So I had one of my guys do the work, and he said he was gonna do the work. Unfortunately, he pushed the work on over to somebody on Fiverr, and then that person on Fiverr didn't get it done, which that wasn't the original idea. I want somebody from the Ravencoin
Forgive them.
Yeah, I have to. Of course, I have to. That's the way it is. But the idea behind this, and this is my thing, the idea behind sharing the responsibility, I want you to be part of the experience. So if I say, hey, would you be interested in being the artist for this annual's Ravencoin torch? For me, in my eyes, that would be an honor. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, dude, that'd be awesome, And the reason I'm doing that is because I want people from the Ravencoin community to be like, hey, who made that design? That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's one of our buddy here in Ravencoin or here in Braveland. Not somebody. Oh, we just got it from Fiverr. It's like that's a bummer. That's not what I really wanted, but in the end, it is what it is. So hopefully next year we can have somebody that can create a very awesome torch, and I want to keep that as an annual thing as well, Ravencoin torch. So I did it last year. I'm going to do it again this year, and the idea is ultimately to send out 1 million. I want that torch in 1 million different hands, because that's the most I'm going to make is 1 million, and I want to see it travel around the world. That would be a beautiful thing. That's amazing.
So what I'm offering to you, that my proposal right now is that we create a torch.rvnawards.com, and those are people that raise their hand and say, I want to be a torch bearer, and those are separate from people that will just show up to Braveland, sit in one of these seats on that day and time,
Mm-hmm.
and retweet.
Okay.
So to go back, so we'll you and I will discuss the torchbearer part of it.
So keep in mind is that it's not. You can put your address on there, but there's nothing that we can do. It's up to whoever has it in their possession at that time. You know, if they decide, yeah, maybe I might go to the website and give it to somebody, or hey, I want to give it to my best bud over here, or if I want to transfer it to my other wallet, so I have two torches, they can do that. They can do whatever they want. Anybody can do whatever they want. You know,
I will choose free will.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it's a game of trust and just, you know, sharing is caring. Listen, you have your hand up. What's going on?
Yeah, I've been having my hand up for like 5 minutes.
What's up?
If you want art done, you should nicely ask Travis because he's a really good artist. And Erica is too.
Well, we already.
And so is their daughter.
We already have it paid. Maybe somebody for next year. Yeah. What we need right now is to continue to talk about. Yeah, you're right, Lissa. I'm not trying to change the subject. You're right. We could do that, but now I'm kind of burning my partner that already paid somebody in Fiverr for that. It's kind of like that sucks, right?
Well, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Could we agree that Fiverr costs a shitload more than $5? But with that said, so we have torchbearers and we have people that are here for a grab bag.
Yeah.
And so what I heard earlier, and I want to acknowledge this comment, is that you could retweet, you could like, and you could comment a whole shitload.
I have about 30 minutes
Twitter,
left before I have to
but
go.
if you, I hear you. But if you actually show up here, it's probably worth more than that. So what I'm going to present that we tell people is, if you want to buy lottery tickets to one of the 10 grab bags, you know, retweet, like, and comment all you want. But if you do all 3 of those things, it's only worth as much as showing up in one of these seats.
I'm processing. I know
So
what
I'm saying here is that you could do everything that you want to buy a lottery ticket, but if you actually show up, it's worth more.
Right. Well, that's how the torch is too. It's like whoever's here, the first person to put their address in the box, that's the privilege of being here and being one of the first ones, and, you know, being tentative. You know.
What I'm trying to do is raise the bar.
Right.
If you want to be a torchbearer, like, not only do you have to show up here, but you've got to, like, retweet fucking everything.
No. The torch. No,
and then go one step level.
The torch is the torch. The torch already has its set rules. It's whoever shows up for this event. The first person that posts their address there in the chat box will receive the torch. Whatever happens thereafter, it's really none of our business. They can pass it on to the next person or keep it themselves.
Oh, so let's clarify this for anybody that's listening. So the torch isn't actually an NFT, meaning a one of one.
No, it's an asset, a minted 1 million. So I'll reiterate how the game is played. So there's 1 million minted assets of the Ravencoin torch. I am going to keep 1. That's the way the game's played. I'm going to keep 1 and then send you, Philly, 999,999. The game it's a game of trust and sharing. You're going. The idea is you keep only 1, and that's where the fear kicks in. You should have saw how many people were like biting their teeth, pulling their hair out because they were stressing that they were like disappointing the community. Right? It's so intense when you have all this responsibility because now you have all these assets. It's so amazing when you're participating in this torch game that
Can we smile about that? Can
Huh?
we smile
I
about?
am
Can we?
smiling about it because it was an experience. Literally, the video is uploaded. You can see that everybody was chatting. People were frustrated. People were like concerned. Like, hey, did you receive it? I don't know if I sent it right. Did I do it right? What's going on? I don't see the transaction processing through. It looks like it's stuck. What's going on? Hey, it's so amazing to see that energy like that. Oh man, it's so great to see that, to be a part of that in real time. Just to see the baby go, and that's that. It's like Philly. If you decide, you know what, it's gonna die in my hands. That's what I want to keep it all. Then okay, that's the way. That's the way it's gonna go. But
Yeah.
if you want this to continue
Imagine.
on, if you want it to continue,
Imagine
go.
it. Imagine if you were on a hill and somebody. This is going to sound like way crazy. Imagine if you were on a hill and somebody turned water into wine and they took like down way crazy. Uh, and there was only so much bread. They were able to pass on the cup, and they were able to pass on the bread. That's essentially what we're trusting.
Hmm.
And I'm not trying to get religious on this shit. Like I'm like so not religious.
Okay.
But at any point, somebody doesn't pass on the cup, and somebody doesn't pass on the loaf of bread, and you just gotta trust in your fellow man.
Yeah.
Here's what I really want to
That's
say. We've got to, if we don't trust in our fellow man, then we don't trust in ourselves.
So there it is. And that's what I love about the Ravencoin torch, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see that actually happen. And that's what I want to bring it back again and have it as an annual thing every single year, to have the torch part of this community. So the 2022 version of it's going to be coming out. It should have been out by now. I think it will be completed tomorrow when it's done. I will share that with you guys. And then from there, that's when you guys will know we're ready for that particular part. Now we're gonna move on over to the bag itself, the dolphins. Is the dolphins just gonna be by themselves, or is there gonna be more associated with the dolphins?
Yeah, I'm gonna like step up to the plate here, and any of those, we're talking about the gift bag,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, like if you look back in our group chat, Brick told everybody that it's up to us on how the brick dolphins will be distributed. And let's be clear about something. Like, thank God for Brick. So that he is about to drop $800 worth of dolphin tokens, however we say. So if there's only 10 bags, then that means that that's an $80 prize for somebody, right?
Okay, so
And I'm gonna.
I want to specify that it's two separate things, right? The bags and the dolphins are separate, or are they one and the same? Because my understanding was gift bags were one and the dolphins were separate. We're going to do 10 dolphins as 10 giveaways and 10 bags as giveaways.
What I'm advocating for right now is that there are 10 gift bags, and each of those bags contain a dolphin.
Okay, so only 10 giveaways and just 10 bags in total.
That's what I'm advocating
Okay.
for.
All right, let's get some feedback from everybody else here. Since you guys are here, let's hear it out. I'm okay with the idea. Two Tones, ET, Serb, Lissa. Is 10 bag giveaways okay? Or should we split it up and do 10 bags of random NFTs and 10 dolphins? That's 20 giveaways in total.
I would do 20 giveaways.
Okay.
But
More.
I mean, it can always change based on the number that show up.
Brick was the first person to step up. So let's base it on how many dolphin tokens he's giving.
Which is 10.
So I'm advocating for 10 bags, and I'll back that up in two ways. So from Unwoke Funding, I will give 20 stills into each of those. Like I'll give a still into each of those bags. And from Blue Water Boat Rental, I'm pretty sure that I have at least 10 NFTs that I'll throw all of those into a bag.
Okay,
So
this
So there'll
the
be
bag
multiple
has
things in each
the-
bag,
yes,
but there'll
yes,
still only be 10 bags to be given away.
correct.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's this idea, because I don't know if this is going to work in real time here in Braveland for the bags. The bags needs to be something like the day prior or 2 days prior to the event, where they have to tweet, retweet, and comment, and then in the docs they need to show proof. They put their name, put their Ravencoin wallet address, and the link to the retweet. So that will populate over a 3 day period, right? Or however long we decide to put it as before the event date. And then, and only then, when we spin the wheel and we decide winner number 15, please come on stage, that's when they have to be here present. And obviously, if number 15 happens to be
Okay.
Lissa, hey, Lissa, thank you for doing all that the past couple of days. We appreciate you. Come on stage and give your thank you. That is a break in between. We can use that as a break.
There you go. Because so what I just heard you say is there could be a whole bunch of people that have qualified for a bag, but if they're not present at the time of the spin, want.
Yep. Want. Indeed. Lissa, be
Yeah, I
present,
like
right? Be
that.
present, Lissa. I see you over there, sleeping in the
That
back row.
incentivizes having to
No,
be
I'm
here,
not
right?
sleeping.
Being
I'm
here.
listening to the whole mansplaining going on up there.
I'm the worst at that. Like I have two daughters and I have a shit ton of girlfriends. Like I mansplain 24/7 and sucks to be a diabetic.
Lissa should be the comedian. Yeah.
No,
Are you sure you're not
uh,
the comedian? That was like the funniest shit I've heard all day.
what?
Well,
What?
we gotta figure it out soon. I don't know. Do you guys want to swap and have Lissa be up here doing that, and then you just be the breaker in between awards?
Well, we got a whole bunch of seats here, right? So whenever Lissa feels like it's time to like step up and call bullshit on something, like, are we gonna stop her?
You know
So
I always
she's
call bullshit on all y'all, so don't even.
so she's Will
start.
Smith.
Will
I pay extra to get slapped.
Smith. Funny. Will Smith. Yeah.
Come on, girls, could you fucking laugh at that? Like,
That was funny.
yeah, but you're a dude,
Wow.
man.
I
Could the
know.
girl? Yeah, all right.
Get your girlfriends to
I mean,
laugh.
even
Oh,
Serb was willing enough to put a little smiley emoji.
It has to be John, and I have to do it. If anybody is gonna be slapped.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I don't want to slap you, John, but like,
Is there a slap feature? I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. I guess confused. Huh?
I'm not going.
I think you can shake hands.
could we all agree on something? If we're not having fun, we're doing it wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know I love all you, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm direct from Philly. It's the city of brotherly love.
All right. So we got that wrapped up. Okay. Now, in regards to the website, we do have what we do need for the next couple of days throughout the weekend, up until I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think that's when we're after like maybe Wednesdays is going to be the day where we post, hey, please like and retweet this. And then with the link below, which within that tweet is going to be this doc, which is please place your, if you want to participate in the NFT bags that are going to be given away in the in Braveland Globe and Ravencoin Global Awards. You're going to have to put your name, your asset address, and a link to the tweet of you retweeting. And obviously,
So let me bring that back to you. So we're gonna tweet out a Google Doc where on the honor system, people are gonna have the ability to go in there and say, "Here's who I am. Here's my tweet, and here's the next lottery ticket that I deserve."
I don't understand what you're saying.
So there's got to be a way for people to self-register for a lottery ticket, right?
Yeah.
I'm suggesting that it's a Google spreadsheet.
That's what it is. I already have it. Are you looking at it?
No, send me the link.
I did. It was in. I'll post it again. It's in here in Braveland.
You all are gonna make me drink my last strawberry Mike's Hard Lemonade right now. Like,
You have alcohol?
Does it have
yes,
alcohol?
yes, I do have alcohol.
So fucking jealous. All right, so yeah, but what? I see lottery, but is this a spreadsheet? This looks like a text document.
It is a text document, and that's all we need because all I'm going to be doing is copying the. I'm not even copying anything. All I'm doing, you see where the number's at, 1 through 10, right? They're just filling in their name. So, John. Oh shoot, sorry. So what I'm doing in number 2.
So what I'm suggesting is that we create a spreadsheet that basically. So what I see is that you created a leaderboard.
No. There's that no. So in the wheel, right? The wheel is going to have numbers 1 through 100. The wheel is random, right? If you want to participate, you're going to have to retweet the tweet that we post out, and then you got to post your name, your Ravencoin asset aware address, and the link to your retweet, right? In the docs, obviously associated with the number 1 through 10.
Like, I do whatever the spread. Like, I know I'm fucking mansplaining, and I know you told me to shut the fuck up earlier, and I acknowledge that. So we could work with this. So if somebody did everything that you just said that they need to do, then they will be in the stock, and there'll be a number like next to that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's 1 through 10 or 1 through 1,000 or 1 through 10,000, like we just run a random number generator, and all of a sudden, like, number 1212 or 2222 wins. And only because that person did so much and is actually sitting in the audience right now will make them a winner.
Correct.
Agreed.
And the reason I'm doing it like this is because instead of us inputting all of this data one by one, 1 through 100, 1 through 1,000, that's a lot of information to input in those coming days to the event. That's a lot of data. When the people themselves only have to put in one stretch of line. If we do it, we have to put in 100 stretches of line of data in there. That's a lot. Heck no, that's insanity. Have them put their one line so now we know, hey, John is number 2, Philly, you're number 3. So when the generator goes through, boom, 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 hey, number 5's the winner. Alyssa, thank you. There you go. Alyssa, are you here? She's in the back row sleeping. I see her. All right, come on up. Congratulations. Thank you. Here you go. Here's your bag. Now I can't slap her face.
So allow me to repeat that back to you. Imagine if we're so lucky that in that Google Doc there's more than 1,000 lines, and when we run the random number generator and it pulls up, number 14 or number 22, like it's just a random number generator, and it could be between like 1 and more than 1,000, right? And like we know who that person is, and like right now, if I look over in Braveland, I see that there's 6 users, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if we're so lucky that there's a lot of work for us to do, and there's 200 people. Okay? So what I'm suggesting that we do is that if you're going to put yourself on that list, also have to put your Braveland icon name. Does that make sense? Make it easy for us. So if all of a sudden we see that, ET art is in the house, then, because if you're not here, you can't win. That what I'm saying is, could do a whole bunch of great work to promote this event, but if you're not here, you can't win. That's what I heard earlier.
Right. Correct.
So if those are the rules, then one of the fields, if we do this as a spreadsheet, or if we do this as just a doc, is you got to start off with your Braveland user avatar name. Because
I wouldn't go that far to start pushing people to change their information on there. That's taking it way too seriously. Hey, it's a fun game. Let's just have fun with it. If she has her name here like that, and she wants to use her Twitter name, which I prefer the Twitter name to be there, because obviously they provide the link. Now we know who it is. Hey, Twitter so-and-so, come up on stage, and it happens to be ET. Okay, cool. There it is.
So what if their Braveland avatar name was different than their Twitter
That's fine.
name?
That's fine. There's enough people here in the community that knows who is who and who's trying to scam what.
I defer to you.
Okay. All right. So that's that. Continuing? All right. Okay, so let's move on then. Okay, what we do need for the next couple of days is actual advertisement. Lots of tweets to go out because there's still a lot of people in the community that don't know what the Ravencoin Global Awards are. So we need more banners.
Could we agree that if people are going to do free work, that you have to incentivize them in some way?
No.
Elaborate.
Just simply no. It's just participation. If you want to volunteer your time and just help promote the Ravencoin Global Awards, great. I mean, we help each other in the community all the time. Why is it all of a sudden this one time we have to start incentivizing people to help us out? That doesn't make sense. We do that all year round, just retweeting people's stuff. No.
Agreed. There's a shit ton of us. Like Ravenites. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for other Ravenites. But there's a shit ton of tweets that I like and retweet, but maybe, just maybe, I don't 100% agree with. But it's a fucking Ravenite, so if I don't have my brother's back, then who the fuck am I?
And that's what I'm saying. So why do you want to incentivize that?
Because I want to add more things to the spreadsheet to give those Ravenites a chance at winning one of those 10 bags.
No, I think you're trying to make it sounds like you're making this more complicated than it has to be.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. I always overcomplicate.
Yeah, don't. There's no need to do that. I'm trying to simplify it.
Agreed. I defer to you.
Okay. All right. So like I was saying, we need to tweet out, I guess, new posters, new banners, which I can get started on now, making like 2 or 3 of them. But I do have a meeting here in about 10 minutes. I need to get off. So is there anything else we need to talk about before I get going?
John?
I think Melissa has her hand up.
Where are you at?
I'm in the back.
Okay, go ahead.
Sleeping, like always.
Go ahead.
If you need help tweeting and marketing and all that stuff, you're only looking at the marketing person for Ravenist.
Perfect.
So if you need help, just text me.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So I'll get started on like 2 or 3 of those by the end of the night, and I'll post them up and we can get those shared out. But obviously the more the better. If we can just post more about the link to rvnawards.com, that would be great. so people can download Braveland. Maybe even instructions. Hey, the Ravencoin Global Awards is coming up. Make sure you download Braveland. The link's at rvnawards.com. Who else came in? Let's see. Who's that? That's the Humble Miner. Welcome, Humble Miner. I believe Humble Miner was not able to host, right? Or you weren't able to be here. I forgot what it was. You sent out a tweet earlier. Humble Miner. What was it?
Yeah, I won't be able to host. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. We got our host. We got that. All right. So we were just pretty much concluding in saying that we need to just bring more awareness of the Ravencoin Global Awards and rvnawards.com so people can download Braveland. So I think the default thing that needs to go out right now is, hey everyone, the Ravencoin Global Awards is coming up next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, next Saturday. Make sure you participate so you can win some free airdrops and download Braveland.
So what I'm going to offer up is that I create another page on RVN Awards, which is what do you need to do to earn another lottery ticket?
Yep, sounds good. All right, ET, you do have that doc? So you said you're going to review that. Did you want to meet one more time next week and just to make sure that we're on the same page? Philly, is your daughter coming back next week?
Yeah, she flies in. I got to go meet her in Miami before she flies back to LA. I got to debrief for that.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't live in your area.
Oh, Haley lives in LA.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I guess give her the link to the doc and just have her review it, and we'll meet up next Monday. I think next Monday. Yeah, I do have some time on Monday. If you guys want to meet up and just review that, make sure that we're flowing right. What we need to do, Philly?
I'm in Florida, so it just depends on the timing. I'm a court reporter, and I never know.
It's on. Yeah. It will be. You're in Florida. It will be 9 p.m. your time.
Oh yeah. If I'm still working, I fucking quit. So.
Yeah.
That's too funny. So, I got a phone call and I got to fly out, so that means I got to go dark. That's a different story. But what that really means is that if John and ET and Haley could just all communicate, that'd be great.
Yeah. At least so we can review that and just see how you guys just vibe with each other back and forth on stage. And it's good for a practice run just to go through it all. And so we could just debug whatever issues do come up.
Absolutely.
Right.
Humble Miner and Cerebus are asking about donating for the giveaway, the swag bag.
Oh.
Who's going to be coordinating?
I guess
going to be stockpiling that.
I guess. Well, Philly, you're going to be there, right, Philly?
I love you, brother. There's nothing more in this world than my desire to be there. I can't guarantee that. However, what I'm suggesting is that John, that you set up 10 wallets, and those 10 wallets are the grab bags. And so in that grab bag, we've already known that there'll be 10 dolphin tokens. There'll also be 10 unwoke NFTs or tokens. I'll figure that out. And other people can fill up those 1 of 10 grab bags that people in the audience have a chance to win.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta look. That's through QT, right? Or can I do that through Mango?
I vote for Mango. You guys make your own decision. John, this is up to you. I mean, this is your baby.
Okay. So how do I create 10 wallets?
I am absolutely positive. Well, you could, if you had the core wallet, you could make 10 wallet addresses that would be totally transparent, right? So you could just do that. But, fucking, I'm a big fan of Doug, and So you do whatever you want. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to think this through, because through Mango Farm, through the wallet, you need to have an email account attached to it, right? So that means I need 2 new email accounts to create 10 different wallets. Am I getting that right?
I am
I think
confident
I think the
that
easiest
those
way to
guys
manage
would
it.
guide you.
I think the easiest way to manage it is via Ravencore wallet for separate
Ravencoin.
wallets.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can. So you go into the Ravencore and you hit receive, and then you can do set labels, and then that'll be separate wallets with different label
Okay.
addresses.
Okay.
All right, so let's dig into this deeper. So, John, and I'll back him up on this. You're gonna go into the Ravencore wallet,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna label 10 new wallet addresses as RVN Awards 2022 Grab Bag 1, Grab Bag 2, Grab Bag 3, right?
Yep, I'm writing the docs right now. Ravencoin Global.
So literally between now and the 29th, on the blockchain, an immutable blockchain, people will be able to see like how much chance that one of those 10 bags is worth.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, people can see what there is. Yeah.
And just imagine if we get a sponsor that will not only pay for a press release and us being on the Times Square Jumbotron, but maybe, just maybe, in those 10 bags, they drop a whole bunch of crypto.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody was mentioning hashtags. What I've been using is Ravencoin Global Awards 2022. That's the hashtag that I've been using. But there's also RVN Awards. We can use that as hashtag RVN Awards 22. No, hashtag RVN Awards 22.
Short, sweet, and to the point. The shorter, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why Philly made the RVN Awards. That's why I asked him why the shorter version of it, because the shorter the better, right? Yeah. What
Too
are
long,
they
didn't read.
again? Sorry, John, I missed. What did you miss? The hash. Oh, so the one that I've been using is the long version, which is hashtag Ravencoin Global Awards 2022. But there's also another one that's been started up, which is hashtag RVN Awards 22. Yeah. So I guess just play with them and see what gets more clicks. And the whole idea is to obviously to get more exposure about this event that's coming up in 11 days.
Thank you for
10
bringing
days?
this up, because I forgot about it. So what I'm proposing here is that we actually make a decision. So the root of decision is DCO. It's a Latin term, which means to cut off. So DCO, to cut off, means like to cut off all other options. What I'm saying to the group here right now is we make cutoff, and we decide what the hashtag will be.
I think this. I'm gonna post it here in the chat. RVN. I think RVN Awards 22.
Yeah, but I defer to you. So whatever the decision is, so I second Blockchain John's proposal. Anybody else want to?
Humble Miner agrees. RVN Awards Global is another proposal. Okay. Serb agrees. ET, two tones.
I'm going to copy whatever you guys do, just so you know.
So there you go. RVN Awards 22.
RVN Awards 22. Yeah.
All right. So let it now be forever known that for the first ever RVN Awards, the hashtag will be, John, what?
Hashtag RVN Awards 22. The 22 represents the year.
I know this is gonna sound whack shit crazy, but like, 22 is my family's number.
Nice. It's good. It's good luck then, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right, so let's do it then. All right, Philly, we need to meet up sometime later today, after I have another meeting right now in a few minutes, or tomorrow. I don't know how late you're going to be up today. We need to make that default message that's going out to people, to everybody.
So not I got the phone call earlier, and they just sent me I fly out at Sunday morning, so I might not sleep till then.
What? Damn, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I wish I had that.
All right. Well, then we'll meet up.
You'd be better off with some Provigil. No crash.
No crash. All right, guys.
You
thank
and
you.
I can,
Actually, you know what we need to do?
About Mod Vigil
We need to
anyway.
let's take a group photo over here real quick. Let's come over here real quick, up on the second panel here, second floor here, and let me turn around here. Let me flip this around and take a. I'm gonna take a selfie. All right, you got to get close as possible. Well, not on me. There you go, ET. A little bit too. There you.
Oh, y'all trying to get out camera shy even in the avatar form?
Two-Tones, you're gonna have to move over to.
You don't be telling Travis what I just did, okay? That's between us.
All right.
We became one.
All right, they're perfect. If you just turn. Okay, where's Liz at?
Get over here, wife. I can't look like I look like a hooker without you.
Two-Tones, why are you looking over there? All right, good. Where's Liz at?
Come on. Can't go in the plant.
Liz, where you at? There you are. You want to move to the other side of ET? Women on one side, men on the other.
What?
Just joking.
That is sexist, John.
I'm just joking.
That is a very sexist.
Jeez Louise.
And I kept myself from saying, go on the other side so we can keep these guys in line.
All right, here we go. Ready?
No, bitches on the end.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Okay, let's all hit F1 to wave at the same time. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. And then when I say go, that's when... Hold on. Wait, that's a good practice run, though. Good. All right, so when I say go, that's when we all click F1 at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's try that out. Let me see. Let me paste that real quick. It looks like Lissa's punching ET in the back of the head.
I love it.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I stick with it then. All right, I got it.
Well, I mean, I couldn't see it, but I'm sure if it looks like that, then that makes me laugh.
All right, I'm going to tweet it out right now. Here we go. Cropping that. Saving that as, I don't know, I'll just date it 10/20/22 meeting. Braveland meeting. That's what I'll do. And the tweet's going out now. Where's it at? There it is. How do you spell awards? Awards. Another meeting for RVN Awards 22 completed. It's just hashtag RVN, $RVN, hashtag Ravencoin, Hashtag Ravenites. There it is. And actually, let me tag you guys. Let's tag Lissa. Tag Erica. Tag. Shoot. Oh no! What did I do?
So we're still being recorded, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me end the recording now. Bye, Twitch.
No.
Oh.
Just hold on.
Okay.
The Ravenites should have been here.
Why do you say that?
You know, I'm batshit crazy, and like, I love the community, but you really want Philly to be making the decisions?
Two Tones, what's your Twitter name? I already forgot.
Two Tones.
Yeah, I'm at Two Tones 1.
Yeah.
Why am I not finding it? Am I spelling it? Oh, I think I'm spelling it wrong. Yeah, I'm spelling it wrong. I was actually spelling 2 like the number 2.
I knew it. I was gonna say it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got Lissa, Erica, Steve, Direct from Philly. Who else am I missing? Serb. And who else? Was there anyone else here? So I have,
Humble.
Oh, humble. There it is. So I got Lissa, Erica, Steve, Direct from Philly, Serb, and Humble. That's it, right? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, cool. All right, there we go. Tweeting out right now. Copy link. Posting in Ravencoin Global Awards. And I am out of here. On to my other meeting for C3 Media. All right, you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Philly, I'll chat with you after the meeting. See ya.
All right. Catch y'all next time. Night.
Bye.